Everyone knows the meta. Every single ranked match feels like a copy-paste of the same 5 or 6 meta picks. But have you ever wondered who sits at the absolute bottom of the food chain? Today, we're looking at the official updated stats for May 2026. We've uncovered 7 heroes that the player base has completely abandoned. We are talking about pick rates so low, they barely even register. But here's the crazy part. Most of them are actually not that bad. They have decent win rates. Let's count down the 7 most forgotten heroes in honor of Kings Global, starting from number 7 all the way to the rarest hero in the entire game. Number 7, we have Sima Yi, the High-Risk Reaper. His pick rate is just 0.22%, and his win rate sits at 46.33%. Unlike almost everyone else on this list, Sima Yi is down bad. He is a pure all-in dive mage who suffers from massive risk. If he does not secure 2 or 3 kills in the early game, he falls behind and becomes a total liability. Although after 17 June this might change as in upcoming new season, he's getting a rework in his passive, and he'll now use mana instead of energy. But with the current meta favoring strong defensive items and high utility, his window to snowball is smaller than ever. How good is he? He is still the ultimate counter to immobile, squishy lineups. If the enemy team drafts a backline with 0 peel and no crowd control, Sima Yi can still wipe them out in seconds. But those draft scenarios are incredibly rare right now. Number 6, we have Loong, the Lone Protector.
Eternally aligned interests.
His pick rate is 0.21%, and his win rate is 49.79%. Loong is the ultimate victim of solo queue syndrome. His entire kit revolves around his global teleport ultimate to save a teammate and flip a fight. But in solo queue, coordination is non-existent. You ultimate to save your squishy, and instead of fighting, they flash away and leave you stranded in a 1v3 situation. It is incredibly frustrating to play without communication. How good is he? If you are playing in a coordinated 3-stack or 5-stack, he is an absolute cheat code. He allows your team to execute a perfect 4-1 split push strategy with virtually 0 risk because he can join any fight across the map instantly. So I think players sleep on this guy too much. If you play duo or trio and especially 5-man with good communication, Loong is a great choice. Number 5, we have Cirrus, the niche sky stalker.
Boundless blue sky. I find light in the dark. Birds flying east. No light without darkness.
His pick rate is 0.21%, and his win rate is an impressive 52.26%. Cirrus requires a completely different mindset than traditional junglers. He does not have the instant, flashy one-shot burst of a Wukong or a Hanshin. He relies on sustained terrain-skipping harassment, which many solo queue players find hard to convert into easy wins. How good is he? Look at that 52% win rate. His ability to completely ignore walls and terrain gives him unmatched map pressure and objective control. He is incredibly strong. Players just do not want to invest the time to master his unique flight pacing. If you want to play Cirrus, you have to play with a calm mind, as you can't just go in one shot, but you can harass. Number 4, we have Dharma, the wall-dependent monk. His pick rate is 0.21%, and his win rate is 51.64%. Dharma is a perfectionist hero. His entire impact relies on his ultimate, specifically, kicking enemies directly into a wall to trigger his massive burst and stun. If a team fight breaks out in the open river or down mid lane where there are no walls close by, he loses a massive chunk of his threat level. How good is he? In the jungle or around tight choke points, he is terrifying. A veteran Dharma player can single-handedly throw an entire enemy team against a structure and secure a game-ending wipeout. He is a specialized tool that works wonders in the right hands. That's why in tournaments, Dharma is a very popular hero. Because tournaments played as a team with good communication, where Dharma is a lethal threat to enemies. Even if his pick rate is low, I highly suggest players to master him. Number 3, we have Menki, the hybrid mystery. His pick rate is 0.20%, and his win rate is a high 50 text point 59%. Menki suffers from a major identity crisis. Players honestly do not know what to do with him. Is he a tank? A mage? A physical fighter? On top of that, players completely misunderstand his kit. They think building mass makes him slow like the old days, but his current kit actually grants him bonus attack and defense stats as his mass increases, while his skills give him huge movement speed boosts and crowd control immunity during his ultimate roam. How good is he? He is secretly one of the most oppressive 1v1 duelists and formation disruptors in the game. If you know how to cycle his skills to keep his mass high, he becomes an unkillable, fast-moving bully that can easily chunk an enemy carry health bar. Well, I also don't play Menki as I love playing high-mobility heroes, but if you are looking for an easy hero who's also quite good, then Menki is a good choice. Number 2, we have Xuanze, the high-stakes hunter. His pick rate is 0.19%, and his win rate is 52.54%. High risk, high effort. Xuance's entire viability hangs on a literal thread, his skill 2 hook. If you land the hook, you control the map. If you miss it, you are essentially a walking minion for the next 10 seconds. With the current roster offering so many easier, more forgiving junglers, most players refuse to take the gamble. How good is he? If you have the mechanical skill to consistently land his hooks, Xuance is an absolute nightmare. His ability to fling high-value targets backward into his team and get massive movement speed resets makes him the ultimate snowball carry. I saw many players who can play Xuance very good. Also, after he gets 3 or 4 items, Xuance deals. Huge amount of damage, literally 2 or 3 hits from him, and your marksman and mage is gone. In right hands, he's an absolute beast, and if you saw Arena of Valor Enzo players, you'll see how good he is, but players rarely wants to take risks, and I respect that. Number 1, we have Athena, the Ghost of the Gorge. Sitting at a nearly non-existent 0.07% pick rate, Athena is officially the most forgotten hero in the game. Even after her rework, she's rarely seen in matches. Her skill floor is incredibly high, and her unique death mechanic, where she transforms into a spirit to scout out the map, requires immense macro knowledge. If you do not know what you are doing, you will just feed the enemy team over and over. How good is she? She is a sleeping giant. Notice that massive 53.69% win rate, the highest on this entire list. The extremely small community of Athena specialists absolutely dominate with her. Her infinite dash combos make her impossible to run away from, her ultimate shield bonus, slight CC, and her spirit form gives her team permanent map vision. She is not weak. She is just a Ferrari that most drivers do not know how to steer. So what is the moral of the story? Just because a hero has a rock-bottom pick rate does not mean they are trash. In fact, outside of Sima Yi, almost every single hero on this list is winning the vast majority of their games, but that might also change as Sima Yi is getting a rework. They are not bad. They are just waiting for players brave enough to actually learn them. Which of these 7 forgotten heroes do you see the most in your lobbies? Are you going to pick up Athena or Menki to climb the ranks now? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure to smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications for more deep dive data breakdowns. I will see you guys in the next video.